Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Marcus, the grand finale. I don't think this is how we do the intro ever, but Roman Reigns skipped Hulk Hogan's tribute.
Not only Roman Reigns, the New Day also skipped Roman Reigns tribute.
Yes, there were a few
Hulk
people.
Hogan tribute.
But you always go with the bigger names. You go with the bigger names.
Marcus,
said bigger. I said bigger.
I was very confused this week because who the hell are the two men to the left of Gunther?
To the left of Gunther? Oh, I'll have to zoom in. I have no idea.
So
I think the family.
The man in the
One
white
of them
hat.
they might be they could be family, Manny. I think they could be Bischoff's family.
Okay,
It could be related to
because
Bischoff or something. That's what I assumed. I assumed they were like relatives. The front row looked like it because it's Nick, and then there's the other family members. Brooke, who's assuming he's dead, she's not there, but she also didn't show up. Tell me I can't date black men. Well, anyway, tons of people didn't show up to this tribute for Raw that were on SmackDown. Also, CM Punk. Does he need to win this title? He says he does. I say,
I mean, after watching WWE Unreal, I don't think he needs to watch it.
I think if he wins the world title for the last time, it needs to be at WrestleMania. I don't think it needs to be at SummerSlam. I know it's in summer WrestleMania, and I don't think Gunther should lose his title reign, even though Gunther doesn't have much traction. And finally,
Gunther's title reign, I think is kind of like this title reign is kind of forgettable.
yeah. And then Bron Breakker single-handedly manipulates and destroys the OG bloodline by doing a double spear, involving maybe the greatest moment in wrestling in Raw history, the stealing of Roman's shoes.
Which is why you're getting a strike, because that should have been the thumbnail.
I wanted to, but I didn't know who would enjoy this more than me. I thought me and Ryan were for sure be the only ones who really enjoy good fashion shoe taking. But I didn't know if you would appreciate it, so I decided to leave it off the thumbnail and just went with the double spear attack.
Because this would be akin to Jey Uso getting his chain snatched or something.
And guys, we're starting with our lead story today. WWE Unreal full spoiler review. Now, it was originally just going to be a glimpse into what the show is going to be like, but no, me and Manny have dedicated hours and hours.
5 hours. 5
Manny, on a birthday weekend, pulled this all together for a spoiler review, full review of WWE's new series on Netflix, Unreal. Manny, you can do the last transition because I don't actually know how it works.
Baboom! Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the racially ambiguous, all gravy Lord Manny Hayes, and over there is
I would say slightly delicious, but slightly broken. Actually, more than slightly broken. In fact, I need to probably see a doctor, or I need Bane to break my back like he did Batman. Maybe he'll fix everything. Marcus, the grand finale. Yes, I am propped up here. It looks like everything is fine, but no, I am crying on the inside.
Maybe you need to walk around with like the contraption CM Punk had, walking around backstage with like it felt like he had 2 pillows attached to his chest and his back.
Hey man, when you get old, man, it's tough. Life is tough on old people. And you know what? I take back every bad joke I made about old people. I take back every pain or ailment and saying y'all just soft. I take it all back. Getting old sucks. You never know when something's going to blow out and you just be like, oh my God, I'm on the ground.
Well, so my girlfriend Savannah was over yesterday and asked me to go get something for her upstairs. I'm climbing up the stairs and I'm like, Shakira lied, my hips lie. My hips are lying. They hurt so much.
Oh, I'm on tonight, but my hips are lying and they can't feel the boy. I'm on the ground now. I can't help me. Please, can someone get me up now?
I'm using the rail to pull myself up.
Jeez, I didn't realize this show was so beat up. We're so beat up.
We've been beat up.
I didn't realize. And again, I attribute all of this to AEW. How dare you make us sit there those 8 hours? Manny hips are ruined and my back is ruined. I sue your ass.
Marcus, I blame Quadruple A. for making us defend our world titles. As we are the kings of the rope still.
By the way, before we get to our Raw review, shout out to Cruz del Toro. Apparently, he's been working with Eric and has developed a bottom rope moonsault. I didn't see that coming. But let's start off, Manny. Let's talk about WWE Unreal. Spoilers? I don't think it's spoilers for real life.
I don't necessarily think it's spoilers because a lot of it is like shit that people would say in interviews that they give. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like in the lead up to this, Marcus, I just want to start from this point. The last couple of weeks before they start probably doing some press tours for this show, you had various specifically older wrestlers or podcasters, as I like to say these days, claim that this is going to ruin the business. So we have watched all 5 episodes of this first season of this. Do you think this what they showcased actually ruins the business, or is this half the shit that they probably would want to tell you about on their podcast? So WWE have taken that away from them.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It also takes away the dirt sheets and headlines and like, ooh, we got the inside information. So I think it's stupid to say whatever anybody does, documentary or behind the scenes of wrestling, it's ruining the business. No, the business has been ruined for decades now. How many documentaries have we had since the WWE Network and even before then? We've seen everything. We know everything. But I personally am more invested in the inner workings, into how this shit is put together on a weekly basis, nonstop for 52 weeks a year. And I'm curious what's going on. How's the dynamics work?
If anything, I believe AEW did this first with their backstage show, remember?
Yeah, but that was more Total Divas. I feel like that was more like the scripted kind of reality show, like Total Divas and stuff. That
was only the Britt Baker and Paige shit.
Yeah, but I still you throw that shit in there. That's ruined it. I felt like this was more the making of a movie. You know how when people show you behind the scenes of like, when they have a bunch of them on like a bunch of streamers, like Disney has assembling the Avengers and shit like that. It felt more like that. But I thought it was a really easy watch and a good experience, and I kept getting more and more hooked. I thought each episode got better. I thought episode 5 was the weakest though. Maybe because I skimmed through it so fast.
But mainly because you didn't watch. Marcus decided. Bear in mind, he didn't put the thumbnail up earlier. I think he did the thumbnail maybe 2 hours ago. I think. The moment if I didn't check, I don't think we would have been in this situation. I think we would have finished on episode 4. But Marcus decides to put a thumbnail up that says the Unreal review, and I'm thinking immediately, has this man watched all of it? Because I ain't even close.
So Manny misinterpreted my thumbnail. I just wanted to go with the biggest story of the day, or what I think would be the biggest story out. And I thought Raw didn't really give me anything that made me go, this was going to get the confused in. This was going to get the people going. It was provocative. It didn't have that. I thought about WWE Unreal. So when I put that up there, my main thing was we're only going to cover about 1 or 2 episodes. And I'll tell you the dynamic of the show. Does it feel scripted? Does it feel real? Does it feel authentic? Because we've had a lot of teasers for this show, and it's from the WWE's producing their in-show commercials. When they just show like the I Show Speed part was like, Speed, you're on the show. This is how WWE works backstage. I'm going like, that is not, if that's the show, this show is 100% bullshit, which is not, it's not that at all. So let's put that out there. But the plan was to watch 1 or 2 episodes and be like, jolly, that's what they're doing. I'll watch the rest later in a reasonable amount of time. Instead, Manny was like, I'm through episode 4, and I'm going, fuck, is this fool trying to end it? He trying to watch all of this?
So no. So the problem was my Netflix kept saying this will be on Netflix on Tuesday. So I wake up at 7:30. I go, let me find the episode of Raw because I'm not watching it on Netflix because I need to watch it at ×4 at times. So and then I keep checking Netflix for like good 4 hours. It's not on. It still says on Tuesday. I was like, I don't care Netflix. What Tuesday you mean? When it says Tuesday and I'm standing in Tuesday already, I'm 7 hours into Tuesday. You need to be playing it on Tuesday.
Manny, I 100% agree with you. I was using my VPN going like, I'm going in British time. and it was still not up. And I was like, you motherfuckers.
I was like, this is cutting into my day, actually, Netflix.
Yeah, I was going to click it at midnight to watch it, just like maybe 1 or 2 episodes to see like where I'm at. And then like it was still not out. I was like, these motherfuckers. So I put on Happy Gilmore 2 and start watching that. And then it got to 3 in the morning. I was like, I'll take my ass to sleep. Woke up and I was like, oh, it's out. Let me see how much I can watch as I make the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh shit.
Marcus, before we carry on with Unreal, I did watch Happy Gilmore 2. That movie is god awful. And I'm gonna rank the wrestlers in this movie.
The 3 wrestlers?
Number 3, Becky Lynch. Number 2, MJF. Number 1, WWE superstar Bad Bunny.
Yes. Why is he so good at everything? I hate you, Bad Bunny. I don't think I have a single talent in the world. Maybe I can run my mouth a lot and get in trouble. But that's maybe my only talent. Bad Bunny can now sing, wrestle, act, actually speak English, know multiple languages, and do it very well. Fuck Bad Bunny, man. I'm so sick of him. He's talented. He's talented. That's what talent is.
Becky Lynch is god awful in this movie.
Yep.
I would not be if I was Becky Lynch, I would not be taking that as an acting credit because it was awful.
No. She was better on Young Rock as Cyndi Lauper. It's 100 times better performance in that than whatever this was. I was like, oh, that's what you're doing, Becky. Why are you in this? Why would you sign up for this? What made you go, this is a good script for me?
That movie was so bad.
The movie is trash. I'm glad it didn't come in theaters because it would have got my money. It would have got my money. I would have went and paid to see it. But, anyway, back to WWE Unreal, Manny. What are your overall impressions of the series?
I enjoy it because I kind of like seeing the production that goes behind it. Like even being at Eve, the small stuff you see from like Dan who runs it is always he walks around with the headset on, but like the bits where he's kind of in front of me and you hear him directing at the same time, it's interesting. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to see. The thing I didn't get enough from this show was when they went to the guy in the truck.
Yeah, the director.
Yeah, the director. That him capturing all the shots, because what they did there was when they were covering the producer, role, and you had Abyss. I'm not calling him Chris Park. When Abyss was going over when the CM Punk and Seth Rollins match went overtime.
Yeah,
and he's there apologizing, and he was stressed. He was apologizing for everything, but like the way they were calling the match, and then like even as you got into the triple threat in episode 5 with Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and Io, you had Jason Jordan calling each move before it happened. It's really interesting watching that. But then I would wanted to see that sync up with the guy making the shot.
Yeah. Like, okay, now I gotta get a wide.
Finding the right shot for that would be impressive, because that's done in real time, and that's really interesting, because like when you're dealing with multiple cameras, it's different with other sports. It's very different with other sports because it's like you follow the ball most of the time, and then you do the close-ups on action replay and stuff like that. But this is like it's so fluid.
Yeah, it was like being in the booth of the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator NFL game.
Yeah,
we're going to call this play, we're going to do this one time, and I was so intrigued. Like when they were showing me the Abyss parts, and him stressing, going like, "I cut out all the moves, man. We cut out the other kind of vice, man. I don't know. We cut the backbiter. We cut everything, man. We can't. We just fell over." And they were bringing up the time on Netflix, and they didn't explain why they can't go long on Netflix. They just said they don't have unlimited time. They don't. They didn't say why.
But the other fun bit was, I feel like everyone needs a William Regal in their corner, because when this was all happening after the match, like Thing said it was fine, but
everybody was fine.
But William Regal was like, was it a good match? Did you? It's like, yeah, but I need to make him happy.
Yeah, I'm trying to make him happy. He's happy. Don't worry. He's all right. Don't worry. But there were a lot of people that what you do notice in a lot of the episodes is a lot of insecurity from everybody. Like Rhea's a good example of her insecurity. She's expressed like, she gets nervous and panic attacks before every match.
Yeah, Punk said he had it too.
Yeah, Punk as well. John Cena is always worried about spoilers or some shit. But there's a lot of you see all the stress going through their head and like thoughts. I enjoy being in the writer's room. They don't spoil too much. But Manny, I'm going to pitch something to you that was in episode 1 of the original WrestleMania card. And I want to ask if you think it was better. Hold on.
Okay.
This was on the whiteboard originally. The WWE Championship match, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. We got that. That's the same. And then it was going to, instead of a triple threat, it was going to be a singles match between Reigns and Rollins. So
no. They also suggested Punk versus Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah. No, I have the whole list.
Oh,
I have
okay.
it in order.
You have a screenshot. You have a screenshot.
Yes. Manny, I couldn't prepare to talk because I was nosy.
You never come prepared for this show, and then nosy Marcus all of a sudden comes out.
Well, let me tell you this, brother. The reason I am nosy about this is because it's the shit I'm into. I'm more into the production. I have had more questions. I still have a million questions about production. I want to know about the lights. I'm so nerdy into how the mechanics of putting on this wrestling show goes on every single week or any big show. I'm just like all ears. Like there was no way I was ever going to fall asleep. This is me taking notes, going like all this. Like even when they were gathered around talking about the chamber match where all the wrestlers was hanging around, I wanted to see that dynamic of like even the minor argument of John Cena. I think Michael Hayes was saying there should be a moment where Cena looks desperate or something like that. And then Cena's going like, we don't need it. And then Punk goes, yeah, it could be a moment when you hit me with something and I kick out and it could just be all over your face. And they could tell right there, desperate. And you just see Logan Paul kind of lounging up there because I don't ever know what his dynamic in these matches would be. But it looked like he has back issues because he's laying up on the rail. But just seeing that shit, I'm such a nerd for that. Anyway, back to this.
Marcus, one of my favorite pictures from the writer's room, and he claimed it was a horrible idea, but I thought it was a great idea. You get down to number 30 in the Royal Rumble.
Yes, I love this.
And then the two people left in the ring eliminate each other, and then number 30 just walks out and wins the Royal Rumble.
Yes,
I thought that was a great idea.
He's like, and Chelsea wins, and Chelsea's 30. Here's my pitch for the better idea. I'll go back to the WrestleMania card in a second. Here's my pitch for the better idea. 28 through 30 have not been out there yet. And then, but everybody's eliminated. So you have now an empty ring. You have no idea who's coming out. And you're going like, who's going to win the run? Who's the last two? And then, you have no idea. You have no idea. And it could be, Damian Priest and Undertaker. I don't fucking care. But I'm down for something like that. When he pitched that idea, I went, that's so amazing. That has never happened. And that has never happened. It has never happened. And I want to see it. I want to see it so bad.
So imagine, so I'm going to have to combine some Royal Rumbles here. But like, imagine, say, you get the double elimination like Brett Lex Luger in 94 or Cena Batista in, I think, 05. You get that. And then suddenly, remember the Royal Rumble Alberto Del Rio one? And then Santino just comes out from underneath? Or someone comes out, number 30. How great would that be?
It would be fucking amazing. If R-Truth were to be like number 30 like this year, we'd be like, just some nonsense like that. But you know what? We're into some gimmicks like that. And I was going to talk about this Royal Rumble, but I clicked something on my phone. I was going to go over the WrestleMania card, but I want to go back to the Royal Rumble. How cool, to me, was the Royal Rumble shots. When they would show them just do all their work and it'd be edited with like, it would be Charlotte coming in, she'd throw someone over there, then you see Charlotte throwing somebody over there. No, Marcus, and it was like these quick cuts. That was so fucking cool.
Marcus, when they first did it for the men's, and it opened with Penta and Ray, and they started moving around the ring, and I didn't realize how. I was like, wait, hold on. They were in the middle of the ring a second ago. How are they in the corner already?
I was just amazed by that shot going like, what? It didn't look like a cut. It didn't look like a normal cut, like you cut
Yeah.
away to something new. It was just in real time, speed up, but then pop, boom, boom, boom. So I'm assuming they just went at like times 20 speed and then
Yeah.
slowed it down right to when they got there, so you couldn't see me. But it was so, I thought that was really cool, and it just kept going. The production of the production is cooler than the actual show. I feel like when you just see a shot where you be like, oh, they're hanging from the chamber or stuff like that. Some of these shots were just so cool, and like I wish wrestling was always like this. It got me more hyped with the way you cut to the fan cutting into it. Like, oh my god, it just reminded you why you're a fan. I don't know. It was just there's so many cool things about this.
Oh yes, and Kane said the only thing spoiled was that Billy Kidman is the backstage timekeeper.
I didn't know that either. That's just like I went, okay, all right.
I thought the timekeeper sat at ringside. Obviously not.
That's the fake timekeeper, Manny. That's the one for the show. That's the one in case you need a stipulation. Well, I'm going to have a special guest referee. I'm going to have a special guest commentator. I'm going to have a special guest announcer and special guest timekeeper with $1 million man. Back to his WrestleMania card. So Gunther, Punk, yada yada. That'll be fine. And then it was going to be Rhea versus Bianca. We get a whole situation of an episode basically focusing on Bianca and the women's division in Chelsea. Probably one of my favorite episodes. And then you get the WrestleMania moment, but they never explained why they turned it to a triple threat match. So they still kept everything under wraps. But that was one thing I was like hoping.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think they're going to give away too much. Like all these podcasters and people seem to think they're going to completely break the thing, because I think they're going to keep as much still under wraps. Like, yeah, it's happened, but they can still do some of this stuff down the line. So yeah. I think they're not going to explain everything as to why. It'd be nice to have, but like, I think the story definitely is as much as they reference it onto Raw, is EO always having the number of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
and I think I would have liked to watch that, but I think all three of it, as they've mentioned, all in episode 5, I believe it was, that they were kind of happy that they were having a triple threat because they came up together in NXT.
Yeah, Rhea was more comfortable. She was like, oh, I know these women. These are my girls from NXT. We came up together. We all know each other. And she felt more comfort because it was 3 of them. Like, apparently her anxiety is really bad and shit. Like, that's what she goes over most of the time. And she felt really comfortable at this match. And she's like, night 2. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff going on there in which you go like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I don't think they spoiled anything that Total Divas haven't spoiled. I feel like LFG did more damning things for the
I don't think LFG does any. I think LFG kind of takes away from it being it more, and it's not even like tough enough. This is actually like making the band, and it's breaking all the walls of like, yeah, big man, little man, yeah, booze and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They are breaking down fundamentals of wrestling, and and that's the thing that I think that breaks the business and then makes you think, oh, this is hokey.
Oh, they're hurt. They're really hurt. Oh my god, and stuff like that. It takes that away.
Yeah.
But either one, I don't feel like hurt the business. We all know what's going on here. I don't think there's a single person, like Paul Heyman said on Raw this week, someone lied to you, Jay Uso, when you were a child, just like everybody here. Oh. But I felt like the way they put this together, the episode, I felt like the heel episode, the John Cena heel turn episode, I felt like there was a missed opportunity. They shouldn't have used the New Day. They should have used Naomi. We got to feel like that was the better heel turn. That's the better heel turn. It actually has an arc.
But they didn't really carry that through full to, like, Naomi didn't really become the Naomi right then and there that we have now. No. I think she evolved.
Not now. Now she's better. Yeah.
I think she's evolved over the weeks to get to where she is now, and I think you want to show the full thing because I don't think they had the finished product. I think Naomi now, you can tell a better story from where she came from, because I think my opinion of Naomi has changed since because of the turn.
Yeah.
And it's taken weeks to kind of get behind it. Because remember, she took the Nakamura spot for a while where she was just lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
so she didn't really do much till she got to where she is. So I think it's a better story to tell, like maybe in the second season when you go Naomi's heel turn and then the cash in. The cash in's a way better story to tell. Like I would like to see the way the cash in, how they break down the cash in and put that into script.
Yeah, I thought they were going to because they went into details about the Bianca, the Chamber, and the Jade thing, where they're going over the dynamics. And you see Triple H was like, "Fucking go out there, don't look crazy. You got to be controlled, though. You got to be controlled. You turn and all that, and all that." And then you see Bianca performing. I thought we were leading straight to like, oh, Naomi's heel turn. When they said heel, and they were showing New Day, I thought it was gonna be New Day, Naomi, and Cena. But then I was like, Triple H said, "Too many black people. I can't do that."
I did think a story they did leave out, I think, was Kevin's injury. Because he had a match. Yeah, he had a match with Randy planned for WrestleMania that got pulled. And I think they missed a touch there to talk about how an injury can really impact something and you pivot.
Yeah, but
because they kind of told the story with Jade, but like I feel like Kevin is a bigger story and it's more high profile because it was a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, but I also feel like I would save Kevin for next year. If he comes back next year or whenever Kevin comes back. I don't know when
if he comes back.
Yeah, that's if he comes back. It's a very serious neck injury and all that. But I would save Kevin because you can always go back to it and tell that story in its entirety of like this is
with the return.
Yeah, with the return. So because when Kevin comes back, he's going to get a huge reaction. I don't think there's a single person that's like, oh my God, Kevin's gone. So what? He's someone who's been in the WWE upper mid card for forever, and main evented, but still, even when he was a main eventer, upper mid card, he played second to Jericho, even when he was champion, essentially. I feel that story of him coming back and possibly even winning the Rumble, possibly main event WrestleMania, possibly doing all this stuff. I feel like I would save that for another day.
Yeah.
What else?
I can't think of anything else.
I just thought the dynamics of just seeing what the producers are doing and talking to people and stuff like that. I think it's if you're a wrestling fan, it's a must watch. I don't think it's ruining wrestling for anybody. Like if you show this to your 6-year-old kid who thinks wrestling is real and wants to see what's going on with Jey Uso, or why is Liv and Rhea talking so much in the back and having a good time together, even though they're mortal enemies?
I like seeing those types of things.
I
like those types of things even with LFG, when you see people just randomly in the back. Like, what are they doing there?
But I'm talking about for kids. I'm talking about for the kids' perspective. Like, who don't know or who don't want to be spoiled or whatever like that. I wouldn't do that. But any other average wrestling fan, I'll watch. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think they did everything right, and I thought it was fine.
So Marcus said this was a good continuation of the Vince McMahon documentary, but as Kane pointed out, this is not like a continuation of last year's WrestleMania documentary about Cody and The Rock.
No one, that one is not a continuation of that one because that was 100% bullshit. And I enjoy. There was a section in here. I believe it was in the John Cena heel turn where they were talking about who came up with first at the beginning of the Rock goes, and then I came up with the idea of turning John Cena heel and take Cody's soul. And then they're going through all of it. You go to Pritchard's like. I don't know who the first person. Oh no, Triple H. I don't know who the first person is. Then you go over this whole blueprint, which is another cool feature of how things work to keep it a secret. And like these are the 5 people you have to tell. You gotta tell Nick because he's a part of the board and The Rock, so they'll know. Yada yada. He's like cool. Then you gotta tell Cody, and you gotta tell the writer, like one writer or something. Then you tell Cena last, who was like, whatever. Cena's like, let's do it. If it's good, if you think you believe in it, let's do it. I did like going over all the wrestlers' names over their years. I want to know why. Oh my God, what was CM Punk's name? It was a weird one. It was something. Oh, Black Phillip. Black Phillip was hilarious to me. When I might only know him as Black Phillip. Have you ever seen the movie The Witch?
No.
That's where that comes from. It's a goat in there. His name's Black Phillip. He's kind of like, possessed or some shit. And they're like, leave me alone, Black Phillip. Stop, Black Phillip. Anyway.
Xavier Woods apparently was once the Batman.
Yes, I died laughing. I love the random progression of Chelsea Green's names and finishers. Of like it goes to this, and then it's like, and then I just went by Chelsea Green. But I believe Chelsea Green and Charlotte may have the best character arcs. I won't say character arcs, just but best stories in episode 3 of Chelsea just trying to get on the card.
I did enjoy Chelsea being pulled from the Vancouver show because it did remind me of every time a match get cut from Total Divas.
Yes, Daddy, you need to make WrestleMania. Now, Chelsea Green, you didn't make Elimination Chamber, might be the new catchphrase.
Which was covered briefly. I haven't finished the interview on Cody's podcast when he had Nikki Bella, and he questioned. They had a match pulled from WrestleMania 2.
Oh.
It was Nikki Bella and Cody and I think Sandow and Brie. They had a match pulled, and he believed that the rumor was it was to create drama for Total Divas.
Could have been. It could have been. But, you never know. I just find that hilarious. There's so many things, like little stories like that are the ones I care about. Like, oh, that's what happened? This was on some bullshit. That's what's going on. But, yeah, Chelsea fighting to get on the card to Vancouver. And then just going through her story arc of injuries and trials and tribulations to her winning the U.S. title, which apparently I got happy for her again, even though I knew that happened. I was like, yeah, he beat you again.
But it raises
I enjoyed the finish of that, though. That's what
you're arguing. Why would Chelsea Green do a leg drop? Why would you? Who pitched that?
Yeah. And say, have you ever heard of Hulk Hogan? I'm like, yeah, but fuck that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing my finisher. And it was so much a better finish. Like, why would she do a leg drop? It just didn't make any sense. Like, I understood her argument so much, and I wanted to fight them. And I was like, did that match end in a leg drop? If it did, I'll be pissed.
So, something she said raises a good point. She always says yes to anything and says, I will be that person that loses, provided, because I'll just get booked every week.
Yeah.
That mentality, I feel like, is a good mentality to have, but also a wrong mentality to have. Because I feel like it kind of hurts your character in a way. Because then you just see her as a girl that loses, like Dolph Ziggler. Yeah,
but I don't think that. I think that I think it makes her turn the back. It makes her feel meek in that. Oh yeah, I could wait for my time. But even though I feel like it could be her time. Like even Triple H, like the crowd, she got something. I don't know what it is, but the crowd is behind her on every single thing she does.
But I think it is. You can go out there and lose, but still make something. Mm-hmm. Like I think Chelsea said in another interview, she doesn't care about wins and losses. It's about the moment and making someone feel something.
Yeah.
When she's out there. When you go out there, I don't ever go, oh, Chelsea's a loser. She's just out there always losing. Because she does something in that match that makes you forget or makes you remember whatever she's done. Whereas Dolph Ziggler, he would oversell and everything. I don't remember anything he does. I remember her being thrown in that in the dust in the what's that thing called? Dumpster.
The dumpster match. Yeah, and then she comes out of the mess, and then Michael Cole's making all these trash puns and shit. Yeah, but she looks horrible, and then it was amazing. Manny, what's your side quest? Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. What's your biggest Dolph Ziggler moment? What's his biggest moment of his career? I'll tell you.
Him cashing in.
Him cashing in? I disagree.
That's the biggest reaction he's ever had.
It might be the biggest reaction, but I disagree. I think he has something that's going to live on forever. It's his meme. It should have been me. I think that's the biggest moment of his career, and I think that's it. I think that's as far as it's going. Sorry, Nick, but that was it. Like, it's not your wrestling. It wasn't anything. It should have been me, and it's going to be a meme forever. It's forever. For any time something happens.
No, because I think the Drew McIntyre. I feel like the Drew McIntyre prayed for this has overtaken that for me.
Yeah. But there's also the Gunther butt slap as well that goes out there.
I like to believe I made that famous.
First time I saw it was with you, and then ever since then I've seen it everywhere, and I go like,
I think I like to think, specifically in the mid card mess, I made the thing.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I think it was a really good time of a show. I think it's a quick 5 and maybe 6 hours of television that you can watch. I didn't think I was going to binge watch all of that, but I'll tell you how excited I was for it. I decided I have not binge watched Squid Games the last season yet, and I could have done that. And I probably won't do another show like this ever again. I'm only going to probably care about this.
Let me tell you something, brother. This was an easy 6. If this was 6 hours, this was an easier 6 hours than All In.
Yeah, honestly, it was. It was. I just feel like, and I got more from it. I remember more from this than I remember it happened at All In. I'm gonna go. At All In.
I don't remember much from All In, unless it appears on my feed now.
Yeah, I remember Hangman won because of a bet of nails, and that might not even be true.
No, Marcus, the only thing I fully remember, because it constantly shows up on my timeline, and it says a lot more about me, is Tony Storm munching on Mercedes Moné. And, darling, you were delicious.
Yeah. That says more about you, man. But no, it is a memorable moment. But I'm looking forward to another season of this. I hate that I'm not a fan of dropping everything at once. I like to let things marinate and just keep going. Let it cook. Let's see. But by the way, there was a poster somewhere about the WNBA. It was like, let them cook. Someone got fired on marketing that day. Someone got fired. I'm just saying. I didn't even think about it until someone they said like, yeah, that's bad. And I go, ooh, I never even thought about that. But you ready to get into Monday Night Raw?
I mean, do we have to?
We can run through it real quick. I'm just saying we can just talk about the key points of the show. I don't have to cover the whole thing. Like, number one, I would like to talk about is I think Bron Breakker's the man now. I think I don't know. There's speculation about this Seth thing that's going on. I don't want to believe it. I like to believe that he's hurt, to be honest.
Well, we'll find out this weekend, but
yeah, we'll find out this weekend. But Bron Breakker looked like the fucking leader and the monster of this crew, and I think Seth only hurts these guys. They look like a Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and I'm just calling Braun Strowman and Bron Breakker. To me, Bron's just looked like they were in charge, and I was like, I don't want to fuck with this. This is not the best way. If Bron Breakker's using his brain now, it's like Bane.
This is exactly this may be the smartest thing for these two, at least Bron Breakker, because this could have very easily turned into Chris Jericho and all his little factions in AEW.
Yeah,
where he leads and then takes away and then sucks away the star power of anyone coming below them. I think this would have
star power in other groups that Jericho's been in anymore. Hey, Mike Santana might be the only one. He might be the only one.
Marcus, you can't say that because Sammy Guevara is a double champion.
It's not even on TV anymore. Like everybody in those Jericho factions went down to hell. God damn.
Yeah, but so this could have really derailed these two. So this is kind of a blessing in disguise. Even if this thing is a work, this injury, the last couple of weeks have been good for these two.
Yeah. I found that segment hilarious at the end with the Spears. I felt like the heels were going to get the advantage. It's the week before the pay-per-view, and normally what happens. And they were going to kick their ass. But taking the Roman shoes, man. Taking Roman shoes is diabolical. Breakker cutting the Roman promo over him. Not as good as Roman, of course. Because Roman believed that shit in that moment.
Let me ask you something, Marcus. Say Bronson Reed threw those into the crowd. Say now, AJ Francis turned up your door. Say if you had these Roman shoes. Mm-hmm. AJ Francis turns up at your door and goes, I want to buy those back for the WWE archive. How much are they worth?
It's going to be a high price.
Michael, these are the tribal chief shoes.
Yeah. These is gonna be a high price, and not only are they the tribal chief shoes, I know how he got them. They were stolen tribal chief shoes. I want it better. There's nothing more valuable than stolen art, Manny. This was stolen art, and I wanted this stolen art. So AJ Prince showing up at my door. We're gonna be negotiating hard. We're gonna be negotiating hard. I'm just gonna say, no more dimes for him at this point. He ain't gonna do another dime in his career if it's up to me because of these shoes.
I think these are at least 5,000.
Oh, worn in the ring on Monday Night Raw by the Tribal Chief, stolen shoes, held up to the camera for Bron Reed and Bron Breakker, who are your quote-unquote next big things, or if not Bron Breakker more. I'm
putting these up there with game-worn basketball shoes.
Yeah.
By like
Kobe Bryant wore shoes.
Kobe, LeBron, Jordan.
Yeah. Like, oh, these are up there, man. Oh, these are Allen Iverson shoes. Fuck, gotta keep them. Gotta keep them. But yeah, that's where I hope that at. And I thought I thought Raw ended nicely. I thought it was an overall solid show. I just think that I don't know. I can't.
I don't think I felt more. I wanted to. Yeah, I felt like I wanted to get through Raw really quickly so I could maximize the time I can give WWE Unreal. Because during I took a break during episode 3 to walk the dog. I was gone for at least half an hour. Came back, carried on. The dog was just watching me like, have you forgotten about me or something?
Yeah, what's going on here? What? Oh, you're in your video. You're wrestling shit again. You're good on boy sport. But yeah, I give my other top story of the show was I thought CM Punk did a really good promo against Gunther. I thought that was a really good segment. I thought that was the best segment they had. I thought CM Punk really fired up. Last week was good. No, I thought this was better. I thought this was much better. I thought CM Punk really. I would say fired up. I don't know. Like he seemed motivated. Like he sounded like he was going to win. He's like, Gunther, I need to win and all that. This is my addiction, okay? This is what I do. I don't do drugs. I was like, that was vintage CM Punk promo.
No, my whole thing was he come back at Gunther, but Gunther claims how dare he call himself the best in the world? And he's like, I don't deserve to be called the best in the world. That's because I earned the right to be called best in the world. Yeah, but that moves on, Punk. But you can say that when you're in your prime. I don't necessarily think you're the best in the world at anything in 2025. I think you're misquoting him. I think he said, Gunther, I don't deserve to be called best in the world because I want to earn to be called best in the world. No, he said I earned it. He said he earned.
I thought he said I wanted to earn.
No. He said he earned the right to call himself the best in the world.
Oh, well, I mean,
and I was like, whatever. Sure.
Because I thought I was giving the benefit of the doubt and saying he wanted to earn it this Sunday or Saturday or whenever they were fighting.
And then he voided him. No, he kid him. Yeah. He said, our careers aren't the same. You ain't even on the same level as me, kid.
So here's something I saw a lot of outrage about online about this next thing I'm talking about. And we're running through this quick. We already went long. We talked about Unreal. But a Grande Americano storyline. First, the LWO, the most underrated tag team in all of wrestling. No one cares about Joaquin Wilder and Del Cruz, but I cared about them from the beginning, back when they were in NXT Black and Gold. I just think they're underrated at everything they do. With that being said,
that wasn't. Tell me that wasn't Ludwig this time, right?
Huh? It was Ludwig in the earlier.
He seemed too much skinny. So the first one that came out,
that's Ludwig.
He's way more skinny and leaner than Ludwig does.
Yeah, well, this one was a lot shorter. This one is rumored. I don't know. Should I say who it's rumored to be?
Who, the first one? The second one?
The little one.
The little one, I think is Ivy.
No. That facial hair.
Still, it could be Ivy.
Well, it'd be nice if they mixed it up, put a woman. I thought we put a woman and a black guy in that Grande Americana and just really fuck with people and do a whole doink scenario. I'm down. But no, the rumor is it's UK veteran Manny, Petey Dunn. That's the big rumor. That's who that is. And now it's the uproar. It's like, you can't do that to Pete. And I'm like, Pete's been through worse. Pete's been through worse.
Pete's been butch.
Yeah.
Which I think got him on TV way more than people give it credit for. Sometimes a bad gimmick gets you on TV, and sometimes you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, and I thought Butch was, you know what, Eric it was ahead of this. Said Butch is the better character than Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne doesn't really have much. Then I break your fingers, and I do a little shrug, and I have a mouthpiece. But I'm actually happy he grew up doing this storyline because there was nothing for Pete or Tyler Bate to do with this current. Well, I'm shocked it wasn't Tyler Bate.
To be honest, I don't know why, but I just don't like Tyler Bate. Not because he's linked with your Nubian princess Sol Ruka, but I just don't like him. Agreed.
Let's go with agreed. No, honestly, I actually don't. I'm kind of indifferent for him. I don't think I can really do much with him. I think he'd be better fit in TNA and AEW than he would be in WWE. But
I think he doesn't fit AEW at all.
Really? He can't just be one of those guys? I don't mean he's like a main guy. He's just one of those guys. Like I'm talking about with Blake Christian and Leo Rush.
Because Marcus, at best, he looked like someone that belonged on a defunct 205 Live.
Yeah. But I feel like he could be one of those guys in TNA. I mean, in AEW. Just be one of those guys. I don't think TNA. You be around, you hit a good spot, you be on 0 hour, you don't have to act, you're never in part of anything big. People like you. You do the bing and bop. You can fight the Costco guys every now and then. I feel like that fits him. I know it sounds like I'm wishing them death, fight the Costco guys, but
I think he really needs to return to the UK Indies. I don't think WWE is the right place for him. And I believe he's being kept around because he's a Triple H guy, but like much like Pete, I just don't think there's anything for them.
I think Pete can work in this gimmick with El Grande Americano. I think when they realized Pete was healthy, they had Ludwig do this. They were probably thinking, "Damn, that would have been a better switch because there's a size that you wouldn't be able to notice as much." But I would like for all these guys to come together at the end of the day and just be one kick-ass faction. They're out wrestling you. They all have similar styles.
Survivor Series. I want to see the El Grande Americanos versus the LWO.
Wow. Manny, put you in that writer's room.
I know, right?
Put them in there, the Americanos. Do you want a War Games match or traditional Survivor Series match? I want traditional Survivor Series.
Traditional Survivor Series, of course. But you know what? Marcus, that doesn't deserve to be War Games. I'm sorry. Whatever idea we may have, that does not deserve to be War Games.
We do not have traditional Survivor Series matches. And Manny, I would double down that. You may say it's the LWO. I would say it's all of AAA. I got Mr. Iguana on one team. I got Penta. I got Ray Phoenix. And then who else has done that? Octagon Jr. and whoever else.
Marcus,
but the AAA versus El Grande Americano, losers have to unmask a 4-5 unmasked match. Mask versus mask.
Take my money. Take my money.
I'm just saying that would be a cool match. That would be a fun match.
Very good match.
Yeah. Get me in San Diego. Let's see if they got a choice.
Hey, Triple H, hire us. You are ridiculous. We'll do this.
We'll put some abbreviations next to her name. Manny's the super senior vice president writer of talent relations of the Rock.
Not even senior, super.
yeah, super senior. Oh, but I always found all the titles funny. I was going, this is just initials, man. People just got titles. What is your actual job? What do you do?
No, but I didn't like. Some people was like an SVP/director nonsense. I'm like, what?
Can we just
have one title, all right, and stick with it?
Yeah, I enjoy Brian Gewardt's SVP, but only for The Rock. Made me laugh. I was like, what? Why does he get his own senior vice president of writing? That he doesn't follow, that they say. He doesn't follow it.
outside of this, Marcus, I've got something that you might want to buy off me.
Oh,
Would you like to buy the Becky Stompers?
yeah. I'm going to tell you this: if Bron wasn't on Netflix and Lyra comes about TV for a promo, and she started with this, I'm cutting away. Although Becky probably could have used those stompers in Happy Gilmore too, because stomped her out of that movie.
Awful.
No more movie on Netflix, man. You can take it. I'll take it. Oh, Lyra, I thought her promo was bad. I thought everything about this was bad. I don't know. I didn't like this segment at all.
I didn't even necessarily. Marcus, I think the Sami Zayn sit down was quite funny.
Yeah. Because what do you want, Kerry? I no one knows you want. You act like you're some genius around here, but no one knows your motivations. You don't even know.
He's just like, I'm getting pissed off because everyone I've interacted with have changed, except you.
Why do you want me to change? He doesn't even give a good reason why he wants Sammy to change. The man is sick.
So after SummerSlam, after I beat you, you have to say Cross told the truth, and then I'll leave you alone. And then you can go on to be world champion.
So I'm assuming Cross is losing, right? Because I'm assuming.
I think he should win. I think he should win. Set Sammy down a path of evilness, and change this annoying character Sammy has.
What? Sammy's character is Sammy. He's not even doing anything. He's just a guy, man. That's his gimmick. That's his character. I'm just a man with a family who believes in, I guess,
not when he was going through his conspiracy phase.
Yeah, that was different. Oh, I'm down for carrying losing. I know he's getting popular, but I think his contract's still expiring. I wouldn't invest in that. And my main goal would try to get Sammy to elevate Sammy to the main event card again. If I'm gonna turn him heel, it's gonna be for the world title, baby. I'm not turning him heel for some random.
Yeah,
bullshit.
this is partly my reason for that. I don't think Punk wins. I think Sammy's gonna take the title from Gunther again.
Yeah. What was the next segment? It was
Marcus, I think we covered it all.
Yeah, we had a bunch of. Oh, this was my biggest question. I don't think I've ever seen a mixed tag match like this. A 6-person mixed tag match where it's just one guy on each side. I've seen the other way where it's 2 guys and 1 girl or something like that. But I don't think I've ever seen the one guy, the AJ and Dominic Mysterio one, where Roxanne saves his life and then gives him a switch to later. I love consoles and nuggies play a part in this story.
Yeah, I mean, the fans were really into this more than any other match.
Yeah. I mean, then we had the Manny's favorite type of match, an 8-woman's tag. Had everybody out there.
I was conflicted.
Why?
Because I hate tags. But I can't disprove of my women.
So many women in this one. Everybody was involved. It seemed like they put. Yeah. But my main problem is, Raw, get your shit together. Call up some of these NXT women. Your roster is short. Because they had to use Chelsea and her Hervis, who are SmackDown wrestlers, I believe. SmackDown wrestlers.
Again, the dug up Nikki Bella. I don't need her on my TV anymore. The women's division has moved on so far without her.
Yeah, Manny, how old do you think Nikki Bella is? I had to look this up in the match.
40?
Yeah, she's just 41. In fact, she's only a year older than Charlotte, which seems ridiculous to me at this point. I feel like Nikki Bella was around like 10 years before Charlotte even existed. So I just feel like time ain't working on Nikki. But Nikki was in there, and I'm just gonna say she's around. She doesn't have a purpose. She's pulling that Mickie James run when she was with Alexa Bliss kind of deal.
Marcus, you also got to remember, Charlotte is old. She was on. She even in her young days was on WCW TV.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you don't realize this. Like, Charlotte's been around forever. But I will equate that Nikki Bella's been around even longer than that. Like I feel like Total Divas was 500 years ago. That's how like it's not even the same John Cena anymore.
But that was Raw.
That was Raw. Raw had some stuff going. It was a solid show. I didn't hate anything. I just thought, I was more interested in Unreal after than I was actually remembering what happened on Raw. SummerSlam is this weekend. We got one more go home show on SmackDown, I guess. I'm assuming Cena's going to show up on that one. I think it's in Brooklyn, right?
No, I think this one. I think so. SmackDown is in Newark, New Jersey. Newark.
Newark sounds right. Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, because they've released a very nice looking jet colored inspired hat, and I'm tempted to buy it.
Manny, they're getting you for your money, man. They're gouging you. They're gouging you. They're getting your money.
Well, I could be wearing my Las Vegas hat, but that clearly still behind you.
I don't know what's going on with the Post, Manny. I feel like ever since Trump got off, the U.S. Post has been in shambles. Speaking of nonsense.
Speaking of, I feel like I'm currently like Clark Kent because I renewed my passport and I had to send it off. So currently I have no form of ID. So technically I'm an illegal alien at this moment in time.
Oh no! Man, you gotta go. You gotta go. You're a danger and a menace to society.
Speaking of, I also did finish Spider-Man 2 yesterday.
Oh, the game. I was like, the movie? Finally, man. It's only been 20 years.
I watch a minute every day. Just no spoilers, please.
Yeah. It was a short game though, right? Wasn't it shorter?
It was shorter than the first one. The Spider-Man Miles Morales game was kind of just felt like DLC to the
Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what I heard. That was just an expansion pack.
But you get more miles in Spider-Man 2. I've enjoyed finishing all three of those. I think.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Shut up, Siri.
Hey, be nice to your artificial intelligence, man. They're gonna rule you one day.
They're
gonna be wrestling podcasting and replacing us. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this AI podcast is not as good as us," but they make some good ass points every single time.
I really enjoy playing these three games. It's a really good Spider-Man story.
Okay.
You didn't get enough Venom though. Didn't get enough Venom in it.
I feel like sprinkle Venom in everywhere. You know what? I'm tired of Venom and Spider-Man. They do it all the time in every game, every comic book, every movie. Venom always got to shows up, and it's either not enough, or it's too much, or it's not good enough, or Venom just seems to fuck up Spider-Man.
Venom was ruined by the movies, if I'm being totally honest. Hello, Eddie.
Eddie.
Feed me, Eddie. Maybe we can eat the dog, Eddie.
That's over, though. So, Venom's dead, guys. Spoiler for Venom 3. Last Dance. It's dead.
That's what I did. I don't know if I'm going to have time to properly do it, but I think I did the Lego stream on my dad's birthday last year.
Mm-hmm.
I was planning on doing one next Monday. I'm not sure if I've got the time to do it, or if Rika's going to permit me 6 hours to do it. But
Kane out there attack those kids on the trampoline.
Kane,
how are they on there every day, Manny? How are they on the trampoline every day? Do they ever get tired of it?
Marcus, what you really don't know is they have to stay on it because that's how the electricity in this area is provided. Slavery.
Oh, child labor. Work.
I was planning on building Formula 1 cars out of Lego on Monday, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it. If it shows up in your feed, feel free to show up and probably watch it during work and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But it won't be a 12-hour stream like last time.
I'll be the judge of that. Me and my handy stopwatch going like, it's still going, Manny. It's still going. Can you do it?
I'd still rather watch that than AEW.
We didn't cover the news, stuff like that. But Drew McIntyre may miss SummerSlam.
Yeah, because of a stupid rule.
Yeah, because of laws or some shit and legal stuff. And AEW may be forced to reveal their real ownership, whatever the fuck that means, in this John Moxley lawsuit, to be continued.
It was me, Austin. It was me.
Oh my god! If he comes out this Vince, I'm gonna die laughing. I will never stop laughing if Vince McMahon is the secret owner of AEW this whole time. Now we know he owns TNA. Oh shit!
But yeah, that was today's show. I mean, if it was only Kane in the chat. So if you did not participate in the live chat, you need to leave a comment today, and you need to leave talking points for me and Marcus to come speak to you.
Yeah, and also not to lie in the thumbnails. Forgot about this. Roman didn't show up at Hogan's tribute. Neither did I.
New Day, but
yeah, I'm just saying. There, the people that show up. Do you think there's going to be issues with it? But I don't think there is.
No, I mean, look, you are free to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? If you want to mourn the loss of Hulk Hogan because he impacted your childhood, feel free to do it. I'm not going to come at you and go, you're an asshole. Much like the people that gave Chelsea Green the death threats because of how she was influenced by Hulk Hogan as a child. How are you giving someone death threats for shit like that?
He's a hippo in the crate, Manny. That's why.
These people need to fuck off.
Yeah, first of all, they do need to fuck up. Right. I agree. I agree. Disgusted. I think death threats and all that shit is wrong anyway. They're all fucked up.
But like, look, it even happens. The moment people find out this person was a Trump supporter, they turn against them instantly. It's actually disgusting. Yeah. The views of someone's political views, or they may have made a mistake. They shouldn't. If you are allowed to feel a way that you feel, but you cannot cast judgment on someone else because they still feel a certain way about that person.
I can, Manny. I can. What if I just came in and said I'm about to listen to R. Kelly music right now on the show? One, we get copyright strike. And two, that's bad taste whatsoever.
Whatever, Marcus. We do it in private because I'll listen to I Believe I Can Fly and the remix to Ignition.
I have not stopped listening to R. Kelly. I hear it randomly and I go like, that's a good song. It's just a good song. Terrible person. I'll see the Cosby Show randomly on my TV. I go, I saw the show. I wasn't the biggest fan, but
But this is the thing. You can't change.
You can't change how you feel.
You can't change how you feel about a certain thing. And needless to say, you can't judge someone based on it. And worst of all, give them death threats.
I don't think death threats are warranted. Am I going to judge you? I think I'm going to judge you, though, for certain.
Yeah, but you probably do it. You probably do it privately. You're not going to...
I do it publicly on some people. So, like, you can't be out there touting some of these people, man. You can't be like, these are great people, even though they gave me great moments in my childhood.
I'm not going to say they're great. I'm not going to say they're great, but there's someone out there that's like, Hulk Hogan was my entire life. Like, regardless of how we felt
really rough
about people, there's still people out there that think he was a good human being. I can't take that away from them. How
you can't?
What if I grew up in the next 20 years? I'd find out John Cena's a piece of shit. I can't just turn on the man like that. He played an important role in my life.
I can do it. Can I appreciate the moments and the art that you put out? Yes, but if you become a piece of shit, I'm done. I'm not gonna hang around you. I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not going to support these people. Like, man, I changed it. I can support the moment I had with them. Like, I can support the moment I cheered Hogan and was on my feed and all the times. Yeah, those are great times. But I'm not going to celebrate you if you
I'm not
You're not family. You're not family.
I'm not going to celebrate him in the same sense that I'm not going to celebrate Benoit ever again.
Yeah. It's horrible
But
people. Like even with Benoit. Oh, I enjoyed your matches.
Benoit's crime was far worse though.
Yeah. But Benoit matches are fine. I'd be like, oh yeah, he's great, but fuck him. I don't care. If someone's like, fuck Benoit, I'm going like, yeah, fuck him. I don't care. Yeah, well, so what if you had some good matches? So what? So what if you entertain me? Being a horrible person, I'm like, fuck off. Fuck that.
My whole thing is, I don't like the man. However, I'm not gonna go out there and tell someone how they should feel about that man's death.
We can't change how people feel.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing. I feel that he's a.
But I can judge you on how you feel going like, oh, okay.
I mean, to me, he still remains a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna tell you to join me on my crusade of fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you join the crusade, but I'm not gonna be like, I will always look at someone different. They were like, oh yeah, but I don't care about, well, he just said that, and he just did that, and he just did that. Like it ladders up with Hogan. Hogan gets like it keeps going, and then you just go like, oh, he was a piece of shit. Oh, okay. Like there's a lot of people who are just a piece of shit, and I'm not gonna celebrate their life or anything like that.
No,
like,
yeah, my whole thing would be like, someone was like, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan died. I mean, yeah, he died. That's sad. But he was a piece of shit. That's my sentence. Whenever as you're a wrestling fan, people don't now think that's a conversation piece to start talking about Hulk Hogan. He died, but he was a piece of shit. He was a racist. End of story. It's sad that he died because it's sad when people die, but he's still. What remains is that he he ruined a legacy because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, or you can have my response with someone actually, hey, Hulk Hogan died. How you feel? Fuck him, let him rot. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. When your own daughter don't give a fuck about you, that's another thing.
Oh, she didn't even show up. She didn't show up.
She didn't show up, but I think she put out a tweet saying she doesn't even acknowledge him. Piece of shit. Like this, like when you're at that point, it's like, oh, like you say, oh, you just can't judge Trump supporters. I can judge them and go like, you're really uninformed, you're really ignorant to the whole situation. It's not about politics, it's more about human rights and stuff. I'm not for concentration camps. Once you have a concentration camp, I believe you're far beyond me going, hey, you know what? I like The Apprentice. Like, nah, fuck that. Once you may be a potential pedophile, I can still fuck with that guy. Nah, fuck you. Like, you reach a point where I can go like, I will start judging you if you're supporting something. And I'm going like, you're kind of wrong with this.
Mine won't necessarily. So mine wouldn't necessarily,
to me, just
mine wouldn't be necessarily judgment. Mine would be, you know what? I don't need to talk to that person anymore.
Yeah, it kind of like I can't stand blissful ignorance. That's what it is. Like, oh no, it's okay. No, it kind of wasn't. It kind of did some. The person did some harm to some people. Hogan, I'm not saying Hogan did harm to anybody, technically, physically. I'm sure he did. No. He did choke out that host, Baszler from Law and Order. But that was harm.
That was
protecting the business.
Hogan, not Terry Bollea.
Yeah. No. When I gotta separate you like that and stuff like for example, Vince McMahon died today. If Vince McMahon died today, Manny, I'd be like, damn, he created WWE and all that, but I'd still go fuck him. Piece of shit.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah. So my opinion would be a lot like Hogan. I like Vince McMahon died. It's sad because he influenced a lot of my childhood. Not even my childhood. He influenced a lot of my life.
Yeah.
With what he produced. And that's sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that. I'll feel sad for Shane, Stephanie, for they lost their dad. But end of the day, he was still a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. That's what it comes down to. Like, I'm not gonna go over and celebrate and shit like that. It'd be like, oh, come on, man, you can't call him a piece of shit because there's evidence. There's evidence. There's a lot, especially on that man. Disney. Disney's a great example. Walt Disney. I think he was an anti-Semite or some shit. He may have been a racist as well. But people still go to Disneyland. I'm not gonna hate people go to Disneyland. I'm like, Walt Disney was a piece of shit.
Thing is, when Vince McMahon died, I think I'll be thankful that he created a lot of memories for me.
Yeah.
In terms, not by him necessarily, but like he created a lot of memories that I will remember even into my older state before I get hit that dementia age. But he created a lot of memories that stand out, and regardless of what a piece of shit human being he was backstage and stuff like that, he still cared about the end product for what we wanted. That will be what remains. Like, thank you, but go rest in hell now.
Yeah. Fuck off. Like, there's people. What I learned in 40 years of life, people are complicated. There isn't just they can do this, that, and they're great people. No, people are very complicated people, and you see it every day in the news or the world. Every given stretch of the day, it's always tested. This person, oh yeah, they're tremendous artists and whatever. They can do music, whatever. Let's for example, person is innocent of any charges. I don't know anything bad about Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, right now, musician, actor, professional wrestler. Has entertained me. If some bad shit came out about Bad Bunny, I'd be like, well, he was a very talented artist, but behind the scenes, I guess he was a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you it's separate. People are complicated. It's not always black and white. It's not always just like, they're good at everything. They have to be good.
Yeah, and then sometimes you want to know the reasoning for why they did a certain thing.
Yeah.
Because like having worked in a grocery store, essentially, when people come in and try and steal, yeah, it's a bad thing, but sometimes you kind of have to look at, is this person starving?
Yeah.
Is this person generally starving? Because if he's stealing to survive, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it, but I'm not kind of like, yeah, all right, take it.
Yeah, it's like,
don't make you necessarily a bad person.
No,
we all. I think as humans, that's
so light though, man. That's such a broad stroke of like, they got caught stealing.
No, but like everyone does something kind of questionable. Not every day in their life, but at some point in their life. Yeah. Every person has done it. I've done it.
Yeah, we mature as people. We get better. It's the people who grow and become better people over time. Do I have any evidence of Hogan doing that? Nah. Do I have any evidence of Vince doing that? Nah. Like, what you call me? I meant to say Bad Bunny. Said Bad Bunny. I said the Paul brothers. Yeah, for the most part, they're scam artist pieces of shit.
Yeah, but I still think
there's levels to this, though. There's levels to being a piece of shit.
Logan is a piece of shit. End of the day,
yep.
He is a piece of shit. He is a talented piece of shit.
Yeah. Again, layers. There's tons of people who are just pieces of shit who are talented, but like Logan Paul has not done anything on the level of some of the people we have mentioned. He scammed people out of their money. That's a lot of people every day, though. That's the church down the street. Like, not telling every church, not every church. People do have positive things, but I'm saying there's some churches you'd be like, oh, they're just doing it for the money, and they're a bunch of corrupt people, and all the stuff that goes on, and I'm not going to go into all that, but I'm just saying, they're pieces of shit. That's levels of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, everybody's a piece of shit at some point. It's just about, do they stay or they continue to be a piece of shit? Like, numbers rack up. Your numbers rack up. Your stats rack up. James Harden shaved his beard this week. He looks like shit.
Who?
James Harden shaved his beard.
Should we wrap this up?
Absolutely. We should have wrapped it up 40 minutes ago.
I could have stopped talking ages ago.
We could stop talking after Day to be unreal, but apparently this brought out I don't even know how we got on this. I had to bring up the Roman topic.
So
lost his shoes for not
join us this Thursday.
Take that.
Join us this Thursday when we review NXT and AEW Dynamite. And then join us this Saturday for night 1 of SummerSlam. And then this Sunday for night 2 of SummerSlam.
What's going to happen next? Travis Scott's on the out, so I don't know how John Cena is going to survive this one, Manny.
Bailey challenged Cardi B to a match.
Yeah. Serious business right there. She go get that elbow. I can't even do it. Fuck, my back is hurting again.
Well, so as the most beat up podcast in the game at this moment in time, calls it the end of the day. We'll see you Thursday and then all this weekend.
Cena survives my face turn. Peace. That don't work for me, brother. I'm just saying. Good. Since on a good note. Man, that was a good note.
I mean, we don't. This is the good note.
This is a good note, but we should have had the picture of the shoes. We should have had a picture of the shoes.
We can't end on a picture of shoes. We'll just stall for a minute. No, we can't end on the shoes. We can't end on the shoes because I'm gonna have to scroll through all the images.
Why have you forsaken me? Well, I'm going to end the show for everybody who's watching the show and in the comments. Leave a comment wishing our brother Manny a happy birthday. Manny has turned 30 years old for the 7th time, and
actually, I got a drive-by compliment the other day by someone I known from the area for a very long time.
Oh yeah,
I'm there looking like an idiot, holding Rika as we try and cross the road because she's being very fussy. Like it's a busy road, and obviously I was jaywalking, which is not a crime in the UK.
It's not a crime in America anymore either. You can jaywalk.
I was holding Rika, and then we're trying to cross a busy street, and then he drives by in his 4x4, and he shouts at me. And I didn't realize who it was at this moment in time. It's like, you don't age. And obviously this guy's black as well, so like he doesn't age either.
Yeah. Black don't crack, Asians don't raisins.
They do. Asians age around the ripe age of about 50, and then they look like raisins.
Then it falls apart. Like no, there's a time like it just falls apart. Like my history with Asians, which Manny can attest, and maybe stronger than his. I don't know at this point. I spend more around Asians than I do any other race in the community. That's well known in my family. But once you hit an age, it just falls apart, and you just go like, "Oh my god, you look like a paper bag that's been wrinkled up for years."
Yep.
Like the wrinkles just come out all at once. Like it's just like, what happened?
It's like someone put paint on your face. And then you moved, and then everything just decided to crack.
like an earthquake happened. It was like
that's what happened. It normally happens around that 55 mark.
Yeah, I got a compliment about my age because my back was hurting at work. I already tweaked it earlier today, but then I tweaked it again at work, and I was walking around stiff, and someone was like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I tweaked my back. What'd you do?" I said, I just turned 40, man. I don't know. It's just me being 40. I don't know. I did nothing.
That's no compliment.
And they go, no, and then they go, you're 40? Oh, shit. I thought you were in your late 20s.
I get that. Also because I act immature, but...
Yeah, I'm immature. There's a smile on my face. There's still that little bit of hope in my eyes that, you know what, it's going to be okay.
No, the hope in my eyes disappeared.
I still see it, Manny. I still see it. When we do the show and you look at Rika, there's still hope in your eyes. You still got a little bit left. Once you hit 40 and you throw that back out, it's over.
Marcus, I told you.
Just look at Eric. He's 60 years old. He's done. He's good.
Also, by the way, if you watched the Manny Gets an Eye Test video over the weekend, which we recorded in February.
Yeah.
Eric's just watched it now and realized he got done dirty by Marcus. 6 months later.
Yeah. What did he say I did? I forgot. Hold on. I know he sent it in the text. I was in agonizing pain. What did he say? Let me see exactly. We got all these random texts. Why is the Iron Sheik there?
Fuck you guys in the eye test. That was months ago. Yeah, but I just saw it. But he left a comment. Let me bring
did he?
Yeah, he left a comment on that.
I didn't actually click the video. I tried to do the Warp Tour. I did day 2 of the Advanced Warp Tour. Just like this.
He said, "How am I catching strays on an eye test? I see this as an act of war in capital letters."
What was this? What did I do? Oh, was it the hook thing? I think it's the hook, huh?
Yeah. The moment you put hook up there, I knew where you were going with this. I knew exactly where you were going with it, and I was just like,
I think we need to do it in reverse. Either give me an eye exam or Eric an eye exam next. Eric has a new awards he's giving out on the next time we do an actual show. He may do it on SummerSlam.
You doing what?
One is levels of bars of soap. Where are they at? He's at the Bar Soap Award. And then there's the you may not get this, but it was more for us. It was an inside joke, but it's gonna last. It's the Sizzler presents the certificate for good work ethic or something. And you get the certificate for a little pan pizza or a salad bar Sizzler. It's something that we gave out as kids that you would get for like being good behavior in your class. And only one person can get it, and then you take the whole family out and you end up spending more money than because everybody just wants your pan pizza and you got your little private. Anyway.
Oh, that's American.
That goes out to the award. Yeah, it's a little American thing. It was more of our school thing. It may not be just maybe LA Unified School District. I don't know where it began from. But we were reminiscent of how it felt like you felt like somebody when you got that certificate, when you said you got all you can eat salad bar certificate from school. I did it for attendance.
No, I remember in school, especially mostly I don't know what you guys call the first one. What we call what's the one when you starting first grade to elementary? Yeah. So we call that primary school. But I remember they'd give out the Student of the Week award, but what they tended to do was just it would work through the entire class. But there were certain people that would skip. What? You know how shit you must be if the teacher was just like, you don't deserve it.
At one of my middle schools, they were giving them they were going to have the In-N-Out truck come to the school, and it was a big deal. Even though In-N-Out's amazing, but as a kid, it's even more amazing. I don't know why. You're like, oh my god! And coming to a food truck coming to school, and the best students got this ticket to go get a free meal. I was upset, Manny. I got upset.
That is one of the places
everybody got one. Everyone got one. Everybody at school got one. We were just saying that just to get you guys to work better. But everybody gets a ticket. They're not even looking for tickets. Just go and get your food. I was so upset about that because I feel like I earned mine.
That's the one place I want to try. I want to try In-N-Out. I haven't had the experience to try that.
It's delicious. The fries are terrible, but get them animal style. You may appreciate them more. Toast your bread. Extra toast your bread. Put some chilies in there. Get some whole.
Why would I eat chilies? You know how I like my burgers plain.
You're so boring. Okay, you're right.
When I go to the burger restaurant and I ask for a burger, I say, "Give me the Miz."
Manny, this just in. Whenever the U.S. Post Office decides to send your merchandise to the UK, they clear it in customs. You may have an In-N-Out burger in there.
That won't clear customs.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be all old shit too if it did work. They smuggled an In-N-Out burger over.
Even when I think you can't even do. Those are the places like that. I think Australia and New Zealand have one of the strictest rules. You can't bring nothing in.
Yeah, don't bring your shit here. That'd be my country too. Don't bring this shit over here.
Don't bring your diseases over here.
Don't bring American chemical fuel over here. Are you crazy? Kill us all. We're eating plastic. We're eating baloney plastic all day. Anyway, I guess we can end the show for real this time.
By the way, Manny's background, see, that kid is still. They've actually been on there since about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah.
That's how I get my electricity.
Yeah.
Kane likes it plain too. Plain Kane.
Plain Kane. Come on, man. You don't like it burned a little bit, Kane? You don't get to.
He's the one that's burger. He's the one that's so good that throws water on it so it sizzles like.
How you season it? Water. shit.
That's why he
Yeah.
probably likes Burger King because it's flame grilled.
Yeah. I also like to add my in and out story to the origins of my supervillain, and probably not the best time of my life, where Marcus didn't want everybody to have free in and out. He just wanted it for himself because he thought he earned it. That's also a bad decision. This is middle school. I was like 12. But it's still, I think I still have that same mentality. Though. That's the worst. That's the worst. I want it for me.
So what he's basically saying is he's Lex Luger and In and Out was his Superman.
Wait a minute. First of all, I'm Lex Luthor, not Lex Luger. Well, maybe
you could be Lex Luger. You could be both.
They're both narcissists. They're both narcissists.
You could be both. You could be both.
Yeah. I could kill Superman and also I'm not
Flex in the mirror.
Elizabeth. Yeah, flex in the mirror is the best answer. Get a bus. Probably slam some fat Japanese guy.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We've been trying to get out of here for half an hour. I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Marcus Bad Back Finale.
And we'll be back Thursday and also the weekend. Peace.
Woo. We got some stuff for you this weekend. You got the shoes? No, you don't have the shoes. We stalled for the shoes and we still don't have the shoes.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to actually carry on looking.
I thought you were going to look. That's why I was stalling with the birthday thing. You think I care about your birthday, Manny? No, but the birthday thing was for me to stall. I thought you were getting the shoes.
I mean, this show was all shoe specific. You had the Becky Stompers.
Yeah. I wish I had those Becky Stompers, though. They look comfortable.
You'd also be 6 foot.
That's so sad. I'm only 6 feet. I want to be 6'2" at least with those shoes.
You'd be 6 foot if you got those.
I'm still short. I know worse. Damn it. I feel like Chris Jericho.
Oh, I've got it now.
Oh, no, it's too late, Manny. I was ready to end the show. You heard my silence. You know I'm only silent when the show's over.
Wait.
Put Superman in the torture rack. We're waiting.
Look how happy he is.
I got him.
Also, this is not a flattering image of Bronson Reed below the rope.
No.
He looks like he's got a front. He's got a front Rikishi.
Yeah, when you talk about meat, big meaty men, I don't think he counts in that category. If you look at the bottom of it,
That should be blurred out, WWE.
Yeah, they didn't be out of control. What are we doing here? Man, he got camel toe.
He's Ozempic, big Bronson Reed. Ozempic.
The quote Vince McMahon, that's not a big man.
We out here. Bye.
He needs to pull Bobby Lashley dildo out. This is a big man.
I'm gonna save that for a conversation on Saturday. But we out. Peace. Bye.
What? No, what? No, just leave me.